Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, I am Dr. Khurram Shehzad. I am from National University of Modern Languages. We have been talking about pragmatics, and this is our third class so far as pragmatics is concerned. Today, our topic is Deixis. It is also called Indexicals, or it is also called Indexicality. Any linguistic form that we use to accomplish the task of pointing out is called Deixis. So basically, Deixis is a Greek word. It means pointing out. So in English language, we will have to see that how different kinds of words they are used to point out certain items, certain things, or certain events in the language that we are using. Again, you should remember the role of context is very important. In the previous class, we have talked about the context and its role in pragmatics. And I told you that pragmatics helps to eliminate the ambiguity which is there in the text. We have talked about linguistic and non-linguistic context. So same is the case when we are using language, we need to understand that how different words they are used and what kind of other lexical items they are pointing to. For example, we have anaphoric reference and we have cataphoric reference, which I will be explaining in detail later on. So context, which is the linguistic context, which is there on the page, which is meant that the words or the sentences which are coming before that particular word or sentence, or words or sentences which are coming after that particular word or sentence, what kind of role they are playing for making us understand that how a particular word is used in the context. The deictic words such as I, we, you, he, she, this, that, it, now, then, here, there, tomorrow, yesterday are different linguistic forms and are called deictic expressions. The meaning of deictic expressions can be understood only in terms of speaker's intended meaning. Speaker A says, have you bought the book? So of course, the word the here is telling the listener that the speaker is talking about some particular book, and the speaker and the listener they understand that which kind of book is being talked about. So here the word the, when the speaker says yes, is deictic in nature. It is pointing to the book which the speaker as well as the listener know very well. When we indicate something, we use expressions. These expressions are also called indexicals. Now, then, I, come, go. These expressions require an addressee to be able to pick out a person, place, or time relevant in understanding that how the words they refer to certain other items in the context. This is called deictic reference. You should remember that deixis or deictic references they are of three types. Number one, person. Number two, time. Number three, place. So there are two types of deixis: deictic use of these words and non-deictic use of these words. So first of all, pronouns we have got. I is used for the person who is speaking to the listener. I is used by the speaker who is talking to the addressee. Remember, in English language, I, which is a singular, pronoun, it is used for the speaker, but it depends on the context that how the speaker is making use of it. Sometimes I can add the addressee in it. If we talk about you, which is used for the listener, and you is singular as well as plural, but sometimes as a teacher in class I have got 25 to 30 students and I say only you, I am talking about you will have to read this chapter. So I am talking about a particular person. It could be Irfan, it could be Naima, it could be Umaima, it could be Aisha. So only you, Aisha, is here being talked about. But sometimes I say all of you. So in this way, you is used for all the 25 or 30 students who are sitting in the class. For example, I say, I know you will enjoy reading the chapter. So it means all of the students, 25 to 30 students who are sitting in the class, they will enjoy reading this chapter. Deixis is a property of language in which we study indexicals. It is called indexicality, and the dexical terms which encode context are called deictics. In linguistics, deixis refers to words and phrases that cannot be fully understood without additional contextual information. Words are deictic if their semantic meaning is fixed, but their denotational meaning is varied depending on time and place. In reality, words or phrases that require contextual information to convey any meaning are deictic. For example, English pronouns are deictic, and I have just talked about them. Even the word pronoun we. So, even in Urdu, sometimes people, the speaker who is one, instead of saying may, talks about hum. So, hum is a plural pronoun in Urdu as well as in English. So we, so when I, along with my students, I say we will do this thing, or we will go to the party, or we will enjoy this event, or we will play a cricket match outside the class once the class is over. So in we, I have taken me as well as my students. So sometimes we, it includes you, it includes all of you, it includes speaker as well as the listener. In Urdu language, we have got three pronouns for you, tu, tum, or aap. So tu is very informal, tum is between formal and informal. It shows that you have some closer relationship with the person, and aap is very formal. So I will be using aap with my dean, with my HOD, and with all those people whom I want to give respect or they are elder to me. But tu I will be using with only those friends who are very close to me. But in English language, we have got only you. Previously we had thou, thee, thine, but now we have got only you. So pronouns, they are one of the deictic expressions. And pronouns are used in discourse to tell us, to show us, to point towards previously mentioned noun or something which is mentioned in the coming text. For example, Ali plays cricket. He is a very good batsman. So here he is referring back to Ali. So he is anaphoric reference. It is a deictic expression which is going back, referring back to Ali. So here it is working as anaphoric reference. She is a beautiful girl. I like her very much. Her name is Umaima. So here Umaima is coming at the later stage, but I have used she or her for her in some of the other sentences that I have just spoken. So her or she, they have got their referent, that is Umaima. So this is known as cataphoric reference. Then we need to understand some other deictic expressions like expressions of time and place. So in deictic expressions of time, we have got words like yesterday, tomorrow, today, or 5 minutes ago, or 10 minutes ago, 1 year ago. So such type of expressions, they or their meaning, they revolve around the deictic center. Right now, I am the speaker. I am having the deictic center. I am talking. I say, come in. It means somebody who is outside the room, he is supposed to come in. He should come near me. And when I say go out, it means that I am asking the addressee, I am asking the listener to move away from me because I am the center. And if I go outside this room and I am supposed to receive one of my best friends, and for respect, I stand outside the room and I say, go in. So when I am outside, I am giving him or her respect and I am saying, go in. So I am asking him to move away from me. So deictic center, it plays a very important role in pragmatics, in deixis, because the person who is in the center, when he or she is speaking or uttering the sentences, it means that that person is in the center and other things are revolving around him or her. So context, physical context, we need to understand its concept because language will be spoken keeping in mind that who is in the center, who is speaking, who is listening, and what is the relationship of this person with the other person. So I liked this car yesterday, I bought it today. I liked this car yesterday, I bought it today. He liked this car today, he will buy it tomorrow. So my yesterday or my today or my tomorrow is different from someone else yesterday, today or tomorrow because time has changed. Same is the case, for example, in direct and indirect speech. He said to me, come here. So here is deictic reference, calling or asking someone to come near the speaker. Come here. Now, reporting speech is in the past tense, so reported speech will have to be changed into the past tense. If we change this sentence into the indirect speech, he asked me to go there. Now the speaker is no more available there. I am just reporting what he said to you. So he said to me, come here. It will be changed into he asked me to go there. He here will be changed into there and come will be changed into go because time has changed, place has changed. So deictic place reference like here will be changed into there. Now will be changed into then. So words like here and then, we need to understand that here means the deictic reference, the deictic center, that is the speaker. If you want to go near that person, so here will be used. If he wants that you should go away from that person, away from that deictic center, so there will be used. Any expression used to point to a person is called person deixis. All pronouns such as I, you, he, she, me, him, they are called person deixis. And all words which are used to talk about time, they are called time deixis. So time deixis, we have got words like today, yesterday, tomorrow, or last month or last year, and their meanings are dependent on the context, who is speaking to whom, when it is said, at what place it is said. And lastly, we have got place deixis. Any expression of word used to point to a location is called place deixis. Actually, place deixis concerns with itself with the spatial locations relevant to an utterance. The location may be either those of the speaker and the addressee or those persons or objects being referred to, such as here, there, where, yonder. The following examples are worth mentioning. I enjoy living in this city. Here is where we met last month. She is sitting over there. So here, there, this city, they are called place deixis. So dear students, in our today's lecture, we have talked about deictic expressions and their use in pragmatics. I have talked about the role of context is very important in order to understand deixis. There are three types of deixis. Number one, personal pronoun deixis. That is I, you, he, she, it, we. They play a very important role. So in you, sometimes only one person is talked about, and sometimes you means that 20 or 25 people or more of the people they are included in you. And in we, sometimes the speaker alone is referring to himself or herself, or he is adding the listener as well, or even a greater number of people can be added with the pronoun we. The second type of deixis that we have talked about is time deixis. So today, yesterday, tomorrow, or last month, or 5 minutes ago, or 10 minutes ago, they are time deixis. Again, they are dependent on who is speaking to whom, at what time they were used by the person who was carrying the deictic center. And thirdly, we have talked about place deixis. So words like here, there, go upstairs, come downstairs, come in, go out, they are place deixis. And we need to understand their concepts in pragmatics. And for this, context plays a very important role. Thank you very much.